Not here for it. I feel like there needs to be that conversation. At least have that conversation. And if you've had that conversation, you still say, you know what, at the end of it, like, I love you, but I love myself and I love my body and I really want to go ahead with the pregnancy for whatever reason it might be, then you need to know you're doing that shit by yourself.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. That's just it. That's where I'm at with it. And I don't feel like, people can say, you know what happens when you have sex. Like, we all know what happens when we have sex. We all know, but people have chosen not to procreate. We don't live back in the day where you can just be popping out kids and then men are out there doing whatever they're doing. It doesn't work like that anymore. Like, children cost money. Like, that is just it.
The thing is like, what happens quite regular is both parties will decide, you know, we're not ready for kids. And then they'll both choose to not wear protection or, you know, get the implant or whatever. And then as soon as she becomes pregnant, her hormones kick in and then she's like, oh, actually, like, I really want this. And then I feel like that's not fair. Because you both agreed initially you don't want kids. And then now, because you've got a baby.
That's what I'm saying. I want to hear what he's going to say. Do
you know what it is? I'm listening. But we're talking about babies like they're just like these disposable objects where you can do your thing, have your fun, then it's just like, oh no, I don't want that. Are we actually listening to what we're saying here? It's not a light decision. No, let me finish. Hold on. I understand, like, the men's feelings, absolutely, they matter. You guys can be severely depressed when you have a child you don't want to have. When you have it with a deadbeat mum or someone's going to stress you. It can be a lifetime of pain. It can be. But for me, once you get into that...
once you've done it, it's done, innit?
You're in the arena. And to me, it's like when people are getting mad, you're getting mad at biology.
Don't think what you think.
You're actually getting mad at biology. You're getting mad at God here.
Don't think what you
like,
think.
you're trying to undo nature. Like, from time to time.
What a man's argument is, a man's argument is, okay then, so you're coming into it with me as well. So if I then, after, like you're saying, I've got to deal with it, then you deal with the fact that I just might not be no good, in it.
And that happens. But I feel like I see a lot of women who deal with it on their own. Like, I feel like I know of a lot of women who have the child and it's just them. They don't even look to the guy because it's like, I'm doing this. Some will run down the guy for the money. Some will go CSA. But how many women do you guys know of who just do it on their own because they have to?
I know a lot of women that do it on their own.
Sometimes it's not even the case. Like, then you just, like, the key word you used was they just do it on their own because they have to. But that's not the case. Sometimes they just do it on their own because they want to. Like,
well, there you go. Some people have the baby to have the baby because they want the baby. Whether the man wants it or not.
So if you want to have your baby, if I could say to you, I don't want to have the baby, could I sign out of it?
Oh, that's a different question. It's just like, so should men pay for kids that they don't want?
That's what I'm saying then. So should I be able to do that? Because you're saying... That's what you're saying. You're saying is facts. You should be able to have your child, which is cool. So if you're saying you should...
You can say it like that, but what I'm saying... let me flip it. It's not, I should be able to have my... You shouldn't have a right over what's going on inside my body. It is your child, but when it comes to the termination procedure...
I hear both sides.
Like, you have to live with the child if it's here, but if it's going for termination and I might not do well with termination, I've got to live with that. You're going to go on date who you want, but girls are rocking every night, morning, do you know what I mean? They're lost child, so it's a bit...
So this is the conversation we come to when we was just saying, listen... It's a case of...
This is what...
Can I just ask a question? Why is everything else in life 50-50? So if I'm buying a yard with someone, I need your opinion on that. Why is it if I'm going to go to a job and you're in a relationship, I need your opinion on that? Like, does it work well for our family? No, hold on a second. I feel like, we have so many, like, different things that we think of. Okay, I need his input on that because he's mine and we're together, we're in a relationship. I need her input on that because we're moving as a unit and she's my girl, whatever, I'm going to consult her. But when it comes to having a baby, I definitely think that women have more say. And it does boil down to the fact that biologically, whatever the word is, we hold and we carry the baby. We have that, we go through the pregnancy and whatever. But my question is, and we spoke about it in our life, like, if a man just says, point blank, period, like, I'm not trying to be there, I'm not doing this. I'm not involved. I'm not ready to be a dad. I don't want this kid. I never signed up for it. Yeah, I had sex with you. We all know we want to have fun. Like, we're all here to have fun. Yeah. You weren't saying, I want a baby when we was in the bedroom. Like, the baby's just come now. Like, some people do. But you weren't saying that. You weren't saying that to me. Like, we know what sex is going to result in. But as humans, we've just kind of eradicated that whole thing from the whole thing. We just have sex. We want it for entertainment. Men will say, she needs to be on contraception. Men don't want to wear protection, whatever. That's a whole other conversation.
This is the problem.
And even then, a man will say, I use protection, and then the ting busts, and then literally we got a kid. It happens. Like, we know that sex equals procreation, but at the end of the day, if a man is not ready to be in that position,
exactly.
I don't see why. Are you going to take the responsibility of having a mortgage or any kind of financial kind of agreement with anyone, like the government, whoever it is, if you're not ready?
If I put myself in that position, then I'm going to have to, innit?
No, but if you're not ready, if you're not actually mentally, like, let's just deep it. Like, if you're not ready,
but I'm in that position now, innit? You can't breed yourself. A woman can't go out there and sex herself and get pregnant by herself.
All right, now she can. We can still see, man.
All right,
okay. We be doing that shit. We can send that out and then we can just take it out and insert it, okay?
Alright, you can turkey base and all them things there. But what I'm trying to show you is
turkey base.
Without that male semen, you're not gonna get pregnant. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So without the help of a man, or without a man being there, you ain't gotta sit down there and think about, oh wow, now I'm gonna have to do this all by myself. Because at the end of the day, he was there with you, he was lying in the bed with you, and pull it in you.
In the first place.
You know what I'm saying? So the moment the man does that, and
you're saying he's responsible. He's responsible from that point.
Yeah.
So a father should be involved.
I'm going to bring up
not a little story, but okay then. So for instance, contraception are basically based for women at the minute, innit? So
none are 100% effective. None.
Mm. No, but they're based for women.
Yeah.
Facts, innit? Facts. The base of women. So in kind of what you're saying, would you then say contraception should be changed in a way where it's based for men?
But would you not take it? That's the question.
No, that's what I was going to ask.
In a 9-month period, a woman can carry one baby or she can have multiples as in one pregnancy. In that 9 months, how many women can a man impregnate?
You can impregnate beer women for the whole 9 months.
So contraception should really be for men.
Implants for men.
No.
Would you guys take it? Yes, no. Let's go around the table. Would you guys take around the table?
Start wearing it.
Would you take male contraception?
Would you guys go around the table? Would you take male contraception?
No, because I want more kids.
No. Okay. Would you take male contraception?
Hell no.
So, but hold on.
Why not?
Damn, bro. No. But hold on a minute. You know why you men are wrong? Because you man, when we're having this way of conversation.
Imagine getting, bro.
Hold on.
Alright, can I ask another question, please? Right. When it comes to contraception, do you know the type of effects it has on a woman's body? What are you aware of?
I know everything.
Yeah, obviously, you see what it is. You see with the implants.
Is it irregular?
It's not.
What are the symptoms?
No, so it stops.
You see what it is? Contraception, realistically, it's not made for the human. Like, it's realistically, it has side effects. Come on, let's be real. It has side effects.
Yeah,
condoms.
Obviously it's tricking your body, bro. That's what it's made.
So what are the side effects? What is a woman going through?
I say so. A woman's obviously going through
things.
A woman basically goes through a pregnancy.
Their
bodies are getting told that they're pregnant. That's how they don't get pregnant. That's what contraception is, isn't it?
Yeah, but then that means you're gonna go out there breathing anything that happens, isn't it?
No, bro.
No.
Careful.
I'm wearing contraception.
If you get a woman pregnant.
Not wearing it, but if I could take a pill and it means that my thing's not working.
Exactly. So, remember the conversation?
I'm popping my pill.
Waiver.
The waiver thing.
Wait, so what's the waiver? You and this woman agree that should there be a pregnancy?
Explain the waiver.
But what if she changed her mind?
No, but this is the waiver. This is the whole point of it.
These not.
So you get in a relationship with someone or a sexual relationship.
Yeah. So these not trying to change the whole meaning of what the night waivers for. Basically,
that's not your waiver, man.
Easy.
That's not your waiver.
This is how I explain the waiver. I explain the waiver as something that gets put into place merely for accidents. Not merely for accidents, but merely to deter women from using men as a weapon.
It's like insurance.
Do you understand? Not insurance, but for instance, okay, then I know, I'm living a bit bummy. I know he's got a bit of bread. If I choose to get pregnant by him, I know I'm okay. So
if I happen to get pregnant by him.
If I happen to get pregnant by him. So I'm saying, if you, for instance, now you got pregnant, I should be able to sign a waiver to say, listen, I'm not ready for a child. any right to like. This is not my child, innit?
So wait,
facts. I'm
so
not paying.
Can we be
I'm
clear?
Not time. I'm
this
not
is
love.
not
This
on
is
whether
not-
the child comes to be born. This is once the child is born, your involvement in the child's life.
This is like, for instance, you get pregnant.
Okay, that's different though to a guy having a say on a termination.
But men don't have say on termination.
They don't.
No, but do you think they should?
No, but that's what I'm
believe
saying.
so,
If
yeah,
men,
I
like if
believe
a man
so,
doesn't
of
have
course.
this is what we were trying to work out. A man physically can't have choice of a determination. You can't. So if a man can't do
men
that,
should.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, 100%.
no man should never be able to
It's
tell
50-50, bro.
Nah, you
What do you
can't,
think?
bro.
It's
It's 50-50,
And I
exactly.
agree
Now,
with
it
this
should
waiver
be,
thing.
now it should be 50-50 in like, yeah, it sounds all beautiful and it, but it's the case
Medically,
of,
no.
it's the
I agree
it's the case
post
of
baby, but not.
a case of what a woman goes through when she's doing that. It's somebody who's anti-abortion would say it's murder, innit? So you're like a woman is murdering. That's murder, bro, to a person who's against abortion. So a man can't do it. You get it? A man can't do it. But the waiver situation is the only time a man can possibly do a little something. You get it? Because now I can kind of just say, okay, we both fucked up. You didn't want a kid. I didn't want a kid. We both fucked up in it. Like, it's both.
Do you know, with the waiver though, like what happens if you change your mind? So as a man, so I'm a man, I've decided I don't want a kid right now. I'm not involved, yeah?
Yeah.
The woman goes ahead, she has the baby, I have no financial involvement.
I've signed it.
No emotional involvement, I've signed it.
And
My
then
kid is now Marcus
But when
Rashford,
it
yeah?
comes to-
So
And
what
now-
happens if you want to get to know your kid?
You have to live with that.
What happens?
You have to live with that.
Because some men aren't around in the early
not-
stages,
yeah,
they're
they
not
wanna
around
come round,
financially,
yeah.
but when the child's all grown up,
Yeah,
I'm your
yeah,
dad,
yeah.
I
Nah,
want to
yeah,
get to know you, I want to know my grandkids.
No, it's facts.
Yeah.
But that's
You have to stick with
the
it.
waiver,
Yeah,
innit?
that's the waiver.
That's
But
fine.
would men stick to that though? I feel like a lot of men sometimes they want to get to know their kids in their old
This
age.
what- this
You
is the
approach
same-
death,
this
you
is-
start
Yeah, when
thinking
there's no
about-
This is the
responsibilities
same
of
thing.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing with men, though, innit? They do that backwards thing. We do that backwards thing where we will say something and just contradict it to the Nina. Like you said, he could become Marcus Rashford, but then man's gonna. But there are Marcus Rashford.
you know.
What?
My son,
Now, without the way.
Yeah, no, he does,
You
he
get
does,
it?
he does,
So
he does, he does.
that shit is already live, bro. That
There you
shit's
go,
already
it's true.
cracking. Man, them are already hollering at rappers like, yo, son, like, how you get it?
Yeah.
Hollering at son
Come out
now.
of nowhere.
Now, son's got a little bit
So
of bread.
what?
Hollering at son.
We're talking about the waiver.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Doctor,
So-
innit?
So waiver should be signed, bro.
Post, relating to post baby.
I just
so
had a quick question
baby-
though.
So you
yeah.
agree with
Go
them
on,
about
go on.
signing the
Because
waiver?
you raised a good point in terms of like some people say that abortion's
Oh, what
like
this?
murder, yeah. So then it all boils down to like ethical dilemmas, really. Because if you're looking at things ethically, then you want to talk about contraception as well. Because some people even go to the extreme.
But
like,
this is what
Catholics say that, innit?
contraception is preventing the
life.
life,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
contraception
Like,
is
shouldn't really be
it
happening.
shouldn't
Up and
happen,
down
and you
the
shouldn't
web,
even.
so
And then you can bring it back to basics. Yo, no one should be sexing before marriage.
Yeah.
So like, let's just bring it
married,
back
they
to
want
basics.
kids every sex.
This is where eventually we got to on that
Yeah,
discussion,
yeah,
innit?
yeah.
Where you lot were saying this and that, and I was saying, well,
That's what it is.
you lot, because you lot started bringing up the fact of, if I'm seeing a girl, we should have that contract written, and I'm saying, well, that's
That's
too much.
That's what I was saying.
No, but that's too much thought. But if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
already thinking
Yeah,
that
you
far
know
ahead,
what I want, innit?
you should not be making a mistake.
But I'm trying to show you,
You get
in
it?
this day and age that we have nowadays, like nobody knows each other. But 6 months down the line, you could have bred that woman up. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, or whatever happens. I'm saying the moment you start speaking to a woman, if you have no right out, if you have no interest of being a father again at any time, but you're still having unprotected sex with this person.
So you should know each other's intentions.
You should know on it. So before you even speak to that woman, say, all right, then say if we're gonna do a thing, can you just sign this for me, please, before anything?
I like this.
So I can sign away my financial responsibilities for this nut I'm
You know
about to
what I'm
bust.
saying? Like, exactly.
Listen,
Let me bust this nut for free.
It's exactly that. Then.
but at the same
trying to say no.
time, without the seriousness of the contract, women should know that, and you should know. Like,
But a woman can change her mind though.
No, but that's what this is. Like, for instance, I was saying.
A woman
remember,
should know what though.
No, remember I was saying women automatically do that thing where it's a case of takes two to tango.
Yeah.
It's like
It does though, does it not?
no, it does. But what I'm
does.
saying to you, if I holler at you and I'm chatting to you,
Why
yeah,
is
and me and
he
you
joking,
chatting,
though?
and then I say to you, yeah, without the contract, if I just say to you like, yo, do you think I'm not on a you thing? If you choose to chop me, then you are. That's you, innit?
You knew from the jump.
You knew it from the jump. This is what humans don't do. Humans don't tell the truth, innit?
Why you say that to her?
Man, them.
But people change their mind as well.
Why can you say that to her and not strap up though?
Because what I'm saying to you,
she might not want you to strap up.
No, you don't.
See how these
slow it.
She wants you to do it on.
No, but what you got?
You don't want to have a union.
No, Kieran. It comes down. No, Kieran.
She said she wants to
Listen. It comes down to the fact of this is what sex is. Men have sex with who they can. Women have sex with who they want.
Yeah, it's true.
You get it? So if I holler at her and I'm saying this is where I sit. If she chooses to chop me, bro, that's the only way sex is gonna happen. I'm not getting sex unless she chooses to chop me. So her point, like she's in control. She controls this shit, bro. So if I say to her, listen, this is what I'm saying. If we're having a discussion, I'm saying, listen. There's no Jimmy here, dog. It's not. No, but.
Yeah, but you know what? To me, it doesn't sound like madness. You're willing, you guys are both ready to have sex raw, knowing that the outcome.
That's what's gonna happen, isn't it?
Biologically, is potentially a baby.
And then you're still gonna sit there and talk about
humans do.
But it's nonsensical though.
Yeah, it's not.
That means none of us make no sense.
It's true. Then we don't make any sense. Then we don't make sense.
And this is why I think there should be a switch up, because I feel like for the facts. It's gone for women, like, a lot of the time. Like, it has gone our way for a very long period of time. And not in the sense that there has, like, time ago, women were actually, like, going through craziness just to have a termination. Like, pulling, literally, like, it was actually crazy. Then they brought the pills in, and then blah, 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 blah. So they've had to, like, scientifically, like, look at all of these things. But I feel like in terms of like the system and stuff, it has just gone in the way of women. Like I want to see a switch up. I want to see how it would work in this dynamic. If there was a waiver, like you press your fingerprint,
well, this is what
and then they say, a waiver. You know what I mean?
Can we have a distinction between a waiver on the pregnancy and a waiver on your responsibilities once the baby's been born? Because they're two different things. It's different. It's very different.
Okay, then explain that.
So are we talking about a waiver? Are we talking about a waiver on the pregnancy, as in not a waiver on the pregnancy, as in you have a decision on the pregnancy, as in we have a pregnancy. Jam says I don't want that baby, and he can force me to have an abortion. Or we have a pregnancy, and he says, okay, the baby's coming, but once that baby's here, I'm not contributing a dime.
Both.
You're for both.
I'm for both.
No, but obviously
I'm for both.
Oh my God.
The waiver is the baby's coming in it.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Obviously, if I'm signing a waiver to say, yo, I'm exempt from any commitments, emotional, financial. Huh?
Don't fuck nothing. It's as simple as that.
When you're horny, you're horny, bro. Like,
yeah, but when you get baby, bro. When you're horny, you're horny, innit?
You better I
just think it's mad for men to think they can, take a pregnancy out of a woman's body.
Now, rightfully, we can't. No, this is the thing. We can't. We're talking hypothetically.
But if you had the power, you would like to.
Nah, it's not that I would like to. It's just that I would like to men to have more say, because there's women that have children for the wrong reasons, just to get a yard and things there, and men are not in the financial.
Okay, we also need to make the point.
Zip that up.
No, we also need to make the point. None of us, we've already agreed. None of us would actually sign it.
You would sign it. He'd sign it.
No. Listen, it's more. It's more of a deterrent. You get it? That's what I was saying. It's more of a deterrent.
For who?
For women abusing children as a weapon. Not as a weapon, as a leverage, as whatever. Do you understand? So it's not against you.
So do you guys think women generally have babies to think, oh my gosh, I've got this guy forever, or
I'm
going to get money?
Some women do.
Many of them do.
What's the motivation behind that? Like, why? Really? Why? What's her reasoning? What's she saying?
Obviously, it's my people. I'm not going to get too much into it. You get me? But
no
my
names.
He's obviously not with his. He's not. They broke up recently, and the first thing she said is, she'd come out the house. I'm ready to be a single mom. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's all that about? He's been there. The youth's not even a one yet. You know what I'm saying? He's been there from the youth was born right up until the moment she kicked him out, and he hasn't still not been there. But that's the first thought she wants to come with now that they're not together. She wants to be a single mom. See her say this, court that, whatever.
You got to realise that
last night saying he's had to put
this
the
is why
emotion now.
Yeah, that's what's crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But That's man. Because
you gotta realise that
she was living together. I don't understand that.
But some women
are like that.
That's what I'm saying. The more independent women
I want to be a single mom now, and I'm saying, well, that's crazy because for how long?
Well, so he wants to be with her, and he doesn't. She doesn't.
He did want that, but
in that case, though, it's a case of not. So I think obviously the way he wants to probably take care of the youth. It's not a waiver case.
He wants to care of the youth.
He wants to take care of the youth. So he don't want to sign a waiver. He should be in a position now where he should be able to take her to court for different type of offences. Do you understand? Like you are at like.
But it goes back to
the way you're explaining it. It's like okay, then she's basically used him in a case of to get the sperm, and now she just
that's what it sounds
like. Some women just want a baby.
So realistically, what?
So you're saying to
man theft and them things, burn her off.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's
theft of sperm. You should go down.
When you get to a certain age, when you're like our age, women, some
the body clock's ticking.
Yeah. Some women are like, I want to have a kid. I don't care who it's with. I don't care how I have this kid. I'm having this kid. I've got my yard. I've got my car. I drive. I do what I'm doing, and I'm having the kid.
But then you should be able to go to a man then and offer the waiver. Do you get it? You should be able to say to a man, listen, I just want your son, and then you can sign this and it.
So there should be basically a contractual agreement when we're having
a
baby.
Here we go back to the waiver then,
isn't it? To the waiver though,
if you say
okay
to a man,
for that
listen,
moment, but does it stand? That's like with a prenup. People did a prenup 10 years later. No, I didn't really mean that. That's not what I mean right now. The waiver.
Maybe it only lasts a certain.
Nah, bro, it lasts at least 18 years.
Nah, because when the kid becomes a superstar, and then that parent.
I hear what you're trying to say, but
imagine 18.
Maybe it's like a.
Nah, it's got to be lifetime.
Yeah, you know what? Saying that, it has to be lifetime just in case the child does make it and you try and worm your way back around.
No, but on the real,
that's me operating my feelings.
No, but that's the back end of it, innit? You gotta realise that you could, like, for instance, if I fucking have a youth, you don't know what that youth's gonna be. So as a man, if you're saying I don't want this youth, I want to sign this waiver, you've got to be prepared for if Bill Gates pops out and he's a billionaire. Man can't ask you.
Yeah, no, man goes.
Signed it over.
But you want to though, like naturally, you might want to. Like,
you've signed it. Contract. For instance, if you sign a contract now, if you sign any contract and you go to court,
I would have had 5 youths.
If you're about the waiver,
no waiver. If obviously through miscarriage and abortion and whatever, I would have had 5 youths. There's nothing I could have said about that. There wasn't no fucking waiver at the time to say, you know what. Even though we're mashing and that, you get me? If you get pregnant, like, it's not happening because I'm still here and I'm still there and whatever. All that waiver thing, blood, is irrelevant because the moment you jukes that, that's your problem, blood.
That's the point we're making though, bro. God, she could be on something completely different to you.
But that's for you to do fact checking before you even get into it.
But how hard is it to do fact checking, bro? Everyone lies.
How hard?
It's not even lie. People change their minds.
We live in a small area.
So a girl might be on her city girl time, whatever. I don't want no kids. Then the baby's inside me, and oh my gosh, I want to be a mum. Do you know what I mean?
No, that happens.
Change their mind.
That's what happens instantly.
That happens.
And 9 times
but this is why. If you remember when we had the conversation at the end. We come to the agreement of just know what
he's serious.
Man told the story about chopping something, and it's like for instance, my personal self. I've had my personal
sex. So
unromantic.
Listen, certain people talk how certain people talk. If I say things and I say chopping, that's
I think I get chopping.
That's my chopping.
Were you chopping wood?
We got the wood chopping. We got the wood chopping
for real.
Yeah, so you might have intercourse with somebody who. You are just having intercourse with, like, for instance, man, I've had intercourse with somebody and a situation might have come out of it and it's like, man can't have, you can't have, you get it? That this girl can't have my youth, bro. Like,
this is my issue though with men. Why have sex with these women then?
That's what
how many times? No. Hold on. How many times do you have sex?
The conclusion we came to.
No. Let me say something. How many times do you have sex? Going to have sex, thinking you're gonna have a child. How many times? No, how many times?
You don't go and do that.
Exactly.
But hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
We should. The
moment man meets a girl, what's the first thing in your mind is at some point I'm gonna mash that, innit?
Is it?
I don't know about you. I don't know about me.
Don't give me that crap. Listen, don't give me no crap right now. Talk the truth.
I do believe that when guys say to girls, you don't think about
not straight away.
I move to a girl, not trying to at some point I'm thinking, yo, I'm looking to mash that at some point.
No, you got to be okay then.
It's true. Women think the same thing about man.
No, if you take it before that, you got to
think the same thing about man.
Also, it's a case of if you come across a girl, your initial attraction is physical attraction.
Of course.
So your initial thought is
He's about how she's gonna wash the dishes.
It's true though. If your first attraction is physical, it's okay for your first thought to be physical.
That's what it is, bro.
So if I see you, it's okay for me to think. The first thing I'm thinking is.
Because naturally, if you think back in the day, like I'm on about like thousands, like back in like,
caveman.
Like naturally, it's only intended to reproduce. Like men and women, that's what you look at each other for, just for that reason.
Which is
and it's still kind of carried on in. I think in men
like
and
said,
women's
that's
brains.
how it goes, isn't it?
Women look at men and like, I wouldn't mind like that stuff. And men do the same.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Natural.
That's what it is.
So are you guys going to petition for the waiver then? You're gonna
this is what I'm trying to get to, innit? At that moment there, you need to think, you know what, before I even sex this thing, let me fact check her. If she ain't fact checking,
this is what I tried to say. Remember when we were saying that? Remember when we were saying that? And I was saying
when you're talking to her and you start to know certain things.
Yeah, but then yous was saying when I said that before, yous were saying that there's no way you can know a thing enough.
You can never.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I was going to say is, should you guys,
should
you, as men then, should you, like, before you have sex, should you then be saying, okay, cool, I could potentially be sexing someone who's the mother of my child? Yeah. And that should be the question. A lot of men don't. Because if we're in the club every weekend and you're living your best life, you're not thinking, she's going to be, she could be the mother of my child.
That's the issue though.
No, that's the fact I was saying, remember.
And then we'll do the extreme thing,
before all the waiver thing, before the abortion thing, before everything, it's the problem of know who you're having sex with.
Yeah. So guys,
that's
honesty hour, yeah? When you look back at where you've been, have you guys, before like engaging with a girl sexually, have you thought about, could this be my child's mother?
No, because men don't think like that.
That's what we're here now. We're learning from our mistakes and we're here to talk about.
So what are you saying guys should be thinking every time they mash or chop?
In the ideal world.
In the ideal world, a man should
100%. But also women as well, innit?
I'm definitely on that nowadays. Like, I'm not even sexing no one right now, but if I ever come across that. I'm trying to I told you, we stick to the roses.
He said in the past 2 weeks he had 3 thrown at him.
Yeah.
Ask him again.
And he's turning him down.
Alright then. You know what I'm saying? Turn it down because I'm saying, yo, this is too much right now. I feel like the women used to feel back in the day. Like, this how I used to hit on girl like, yo, hey, let me slide in the deal and all that kind of like, no. That's dead now, you get me? So I understand it now, like, I ain't sexing it now, but try now, if I do get into something in the future now, I've got to make sure it's that right woman, and because I want more kids. I don't just want to be having sex with any Tom, Dick and Harry, at least 8. Yeah, man. Drop that, man. Yeah, man.
Is that so? You got 2, yeah? Yeah. So is that 6? You want it from one woman or do you want multiple?
No. Has to be the same woman.
I wanted all my kids from one woman, but it never worked like that.
So why do you want 8? Where does that come from?
I just want a big family. Like my family, we got a big family, you know. On my mum's side and my dad's side. So
people tend. Okay, so what we've been discussing, what are your views on what we've been discussing and our opinions on things? What would you, not change about our, fuck it. What would you change about our opinions in the sense of how to make things work easier?
One issue at a time. Yeah. Child support. I agree with what you said about whether you're on good or bad terms. The child still needs to
paying for.
They need to live, but I do understand.
Lads, facts.
I don't understand why guys use it as a bargaining tool, but regardless of your issues, your child exists. So that's what I say on the child support thing.
Pay bread for your damn youth. Yeah. Seeing. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. No. With the child support, I definitely think that dads need to support where they can. Mm-hmm. I just think that before you go, I feel like parents need to explore every single avenue before they go to court. I just don't feel like you need to necessarily
throw them straight in.
Yeah, it's just not. I personally don't feel like it's necessary.
Like,
once you open that, it's a whole can of worms that will come out of that.
Like,
and
neither of us are in control after we put them in control.
So I just feel like get to a certain point. If you can go to therapy, if you can have a family mediator, if it's a friend, like get someone who can be like, you know, in the middle, balance, and just have those conversations, and then literally just say,
this is what our podcast is about. Though we want to create a middle ground where it's like, okay, like I was saying before, you know, it's normally ends up the good woman with the bad guy, or the good guy with the bad woman.
What about good?
That's what I'm saying. This is what we need to create. We need to start. We need to start.
But you know what stops it though? What stops it from?
We need to start
coming
creating,
to a good point, to the point where cause getting is ego. Like when we're listening, it's a lot of ego, it's a lot of emotion. It's like
it's conversation.
Put the child first as well. What's best for the child? So take ourselves out of it.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we're all adults. We're all adults. Children don't ask to be here. I always say to my mum, I didn't ask to be here. I wasn't asked to be born. Like you guys just made a decision. You had me. Cool. Like you need to be adults as adults and just do your thing and have those conversations, and then always have your child at the forefront of your mind, because they're the ones that suffer in the long run. Like we can talk about statistics. We can talk about we're all black hair, mixed race, whatever. Like literally. You can talk about black guys not having their dads. You could talk about dads not being present in the household. You could talk about all of those things. And that's what your child grows up remembering. They don't children, we don't adults that we can sit there and say, yeah, my mum done this for me when I was younger, but we always remember the bad stuff. We're humans, like we always have those types of conversations. So we need to like make sure that children are always put at the forefront. Like when the woman's being bitter, oh my gosh, how is my child gonna feel me withholding him or her against or away from their father? If the dad doesn't turn up,
we don't at all.
Like,
children, it's not right.
What if and then if dad's not turning up, the dad needs to turn up. Like if you're saying you're gonna be there at a certain time, be there at a certain time. Don't say, oh, I'm coming at 5 and you turn up at 7 o'clock and it's time for the child to go to bed. That's not fair on your child. If a dad is trying and he's sending emails, he's FaceTiming, his messaging, his Facebooking. Don't be spiteful and say, nah, hang up the phone on the dad. You're not talking to your dad right now. Do you know what I mean?
This is the thing, though.
So selfish.
It's not fair. It's not fair. I'm not for that. I'm not here for that at all. Like, I feel like women, we need to be accountable as much as men need to be accountable, and that's just the point. Like, period. Children are children. They're innocent. Like when you talk to kids, like you just see their smiles, you see the love that they have to give, and all of that stuff. I definitely think that children are innocent in all of this, and they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
and then they don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Like kids don't care.
Their baby mum body count.
They don't care. They don't care. They honestly, they just want to know. I saw my dad. He played ball with me. Innit? My dad kicked ball with me. Or my mum, she took me to get my nails done, whatever. That's it. And that's what you're gonna remember when you're old. That's what I gotta say.
No, man, that's true, man.
Nah, good ending.
That was it. Nah, she said it. All I'm saying is kids first. Kids first.
That's what we're saying.
Drop your ego, put it aside, and think about your kids. But a lot of the decisions we make, it's all about me, how I feel, disrespecting each other. Stop all that and just literally just.
Now that's why it's good that the fathers and the baby fathers and you know what I'm saying, the good fathers and
the mamas
and the mamas. We needed to get together, innit?
Yeah, we did.
Like you said, bro, it's the good on both sides, innit?
10 years ago, we never had this. We never had people to talk to and have these kind of, you know, give us this info, this insight, and hence why we're in some of the problems we are today. So it's good that we can sit down here as adults now and as parents and understand so that whatever happened back then, this is how we need to fix it now.
It's the time for having conversations.
Sometimes
these conversations, these are the conversations that kick it off.
See what it is, sometimes though, the love for the child, the hate for the other parent can outweigh the love for the child. And I always say that, you get what I'm trying to say to you? Like, my baby mom hates me more than she loves her son, you get what I'm trying to say to you?
Right.
This is the thing.
We know that.
That's the dangerous thing, and then your child will suffer, you suffer, she suffers in the long run.
Everyone suffers.
Come on, man. You know, we went through it the past couple of years, so.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want nobody. I don't want no man to go through that feeling, and like that feeling I had when I worked Simba. Like I'm not even now that it's my son, but that feeling I have, I don't want no man to feel that. It's not a nice feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to other things, whatever you're on in your personal, that's you.
Like I said, this is.
I don't want nobody or no man or no woman.
But this is why it's about forcing the conversation, because, like you said, that's how you feel. But that's because you were a good dad. You gotta this is why we got as men got to start also thinking
course.
about how the women who don't have the good dad feel.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Of course,
So that's why the conversation is important. Because it's about there's bare. That's what I'm saying. Like the last time we was talking, we don't rep for them youths.
Nah.
Do you get it? Just like yous don't rep for the bummy mums. Do you get it? So it's a good reason why the good dads come true with the good mums. You get it? We need to set a
No, but my thing is, I don't understand my sleep at night being like
Nah,
being a bad dad.
Serious?
That's facts. That's
I
facts.
have many sleepless nights knowing that I don't see my son, so it's not a thing like that. You get me? Man need to understand that you can't just be dropping youths left, right, and centre and not feel like you need to take care of them.
So well done, guys.
I hear man, growing up over the years, you know how much shit I used to hear. Man sleeping with their sisters, not knowing that it was his sister.
See, because
you know what I'm saying? Like all them kind of things there and that, bro. Like my kids are never gonna have to go through that. They're never gonna worry about that. They know who their family is. They know who their mom is. They know who their dad is. They know everything they need to know when it comes to family time. Yeah. So, and that's what I care about, innit? That my youth ain't gonna grow up, thinking so that my dad did this, my mom and dad weren't together and they didn't speak, they didn't get on, and everything was all fuckery growing up. You get me? I had fuckery growing up. I used to always have that feeling like, say, yo, where's my dad? I want to see my dad. I want to speak to my dad. I want to know what's going on with my dad. He used to say, this like my mom, because my dad wasn't there. I don't want my kids growing up like that, bro. I'm not gonna make no you grow up around me grow up like that. So
facts.
if man wanna say man a dickhead and that because there's X amount of man out there doing shit. I ain't gonna name you, but man that know me know who I know. And I know
you should be embarrassed. Don't come for these guys.
You've had the
be embarrassed for themselves. Don't come for you guys.
You've had the combo, but you lot shit dads, you get me? Don't be trying to fucking bring it on us. You understand? I'm gonna make you know.
That's what even do that.
What I would say is, if any deadbeat is mad at you guys for doing what you're doing, they need to change that energy and go check for their children.
Alright then.
That's what the energy needs to be.
Man are older than man, serious things.
Our own pops, some of our own dads are listening to this and realizing so that, yo, you the man need to step up, you know. Cause you've missed our time, but you've got grandkids out there now that need grandparents, innit? You understand? Bro, trust me. I keep going,
but good fathers.
The good fathers are wrapped up now.
Mama dramas, big up London, yeah.
But big up that guest today.
Big up London, Rex.
I don't know. And for the guys that mentioned, yo, we got that at the top now. Yeah. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. You don't know. Good fathers and mama dramas.
We'll put the mama dramas on there.
More to come as well, though. God, that's been good. It's been good.
Yeah, man.
We're
going to London next time. Yeah, real shit, lads. Yeah. Okay.
Say nothing, but you don't know.
Thanks out.